This top 10 is perfect for those who like to see the MC being underrated, but in fact is super powerful. This top 10 is based when the MC has extreme power and needs to improve or just figure out how to control it. We believe the magic powers are supreme and strong, powers that everyone dreams of, so this video is showing a list of the top 10 anime where overpowered main character goes to the magic school or academy. And please, don't forget to refer this video to a friend and like this video too. Number 10. Magical Warfare. The world as we know it is actually just half the story, as Takeshi Nanase finds out abruptly one summer morning. On his way to kendo practice, Takeshi comes across an unconscious girl in a uniform he doesn't recognize. Takeshi does the decent thing and saves her, and in return, the girl wakes up and accidentally turns him into a magic user. As Takeshi finds out, there's the world he lives in and the world of magic users. Most magic users just want to peacefully coexist with non-magicians, but there are some with bigger ambitions. Mui Aiba is a magician enrolled in the Subaru Magic Academy, where magic users can learn to control and channel their powers and how to live in peace with regular humans. After his fateful encounter with Mui, Takeshi and his newly magician friends decide to enroll in the Magic Academy as well. All three friends have different reasons for fighting on, whether they're fighting to escape the past or catch up to the future. They wield different kinds of powers, which they must learn to harness in order to fight off the Ghost Trailers, a group of magicians who are willing to use violence to assert their superiority over humans. Pursued by the Ghost Trailers, Takeshi and his friends must train to become stronger, face the leader of the Trailers, and prevent the beginning of the Second Great Magic War. Number 9. Dragonar Academy. Learning to ride and tame dragons comes easy to most students at Ansarivan Dragonar Academy, except for first-year student Ash Blake, who's known by his fellow classmates as the #1 problem child. Poor Ash is the laughingstock at school because, despite his unfashionably large star-shaped brand that marks him as a future dragon master, he has nothing to show for it. His dragon has never appeared. Until now, that is. One fateful day, Ash's dragon wakes in full glory, but appears different than any dragon ever seen before, in the form of a beautiful girl. What's worse, Ash soon discovers that this new dragon has attitude to spare, as she promptly informs him that she's the master, and he the servant. Ash's problems with dragon riding have only just begun. Number 8. Qualidea Code. The story takes place in a world where people continue their war against the unknown, the enemy of humanity. Children who have been evacuated to a cold sleep facility during the invasion by the unknown several decades ago wake up from their slumber and learn that their bodies developed some supernatural forces. In order to protect the country from the unknown emerging from the Tokyo Bay Gate, the boys and girls wage battles in the defense of the cities of Tokyo, Kanagawa, and Chiba. Number 7. Demon King Daimao. Dreaming of changing the world for good, Akuto Sai transfers to Constant Magic Academy, where he befriends a virtuous ninja clan member, Junko Hattori. On the way to the academy, they vow to make the world a better place together. However, the situation suddenly takes a turn for the worse upon his arrival. It is prophesied that he will become the Demon King. As word of his destiny spreads, the school begins to fear him, and Junko's trust in him falters. While Akuto is determined to not let his predicted future control his fate, it seems as though everything he says and does only serve to reinforce the fact that he is destined to be the Demon King. Moreover, he's surrounded by a harem of beautiful girls who each have their own plans for him, ranging from bringing him to justice to simply showering him with love. With his newly awakened powers, Akuto must cope with his constantly growing list of misfortune and fight to prove that his fate is not set in stone. Number 6. Full-Time Magister. The aloof high schooler Mo Fen has found himself in a universe similar yet distinctly different from his own mundane one. It's a place where magic has replaced the essence of science. Here, the most capable students are taught to master the wonders of spellworking to fend off large, devastating beasts that lurk in the forests surrounding the city. Like his previous life, Mo Fen remains the son of a poor laborer and the older stepbrother to a crippled sister. Despite these disadvantages, he dreams of attending a magic school to become a magician, a highly respected and lucrative trade, in order to repay his father for his hard work. Mo Fen is accepted into a renowned magic institution. However, rumors spread about his poverty and lack of magical ability, labeling him as the laughingstock of the school. Nonetheless, Mo Fen manages to harness not only the powerful fire element, but also the rare lightning element. Now armed with dual abilities, what dangerous encounters will the versatile mage face? Number 5. Little Witch Academia. A believing heart is your magic. These were the words of the Atsuko Akko Kagari's idol, the renowned witch Shiny Chariot, said to her during a magic performance years ago. Since then, Akko has lived by these words and aspired to be a witch just like Shiny Chariot, one that can make people smile. Hence, even her non-magical background does not stop her from enrolling in Luna Nova Magical Academy. However, when an excited Akko finally sets off to her new school, the trip there is anything but smooth. After her perilous journey, she befriends the shy Lot Jansen and the sarcastic Susie Manbeveren. To her utmost delight, she also discovers Chariot's wand, the shiny rod, which she takes as her own. Unfortunately, her time at Luna Nova will prove more challenging than Akko could ever believe. She absolutely refuses to stay inferior to the rest of her peers, especially to her self-proclaimed rival, the beautiful and gifted Diana Cavendish. So she relies on her determination to compensate for her reckless behavior and ineptitude in magic. In a time when wizardry is on the decline, Little Witch Academia follows the magical escapades of Akko and her friends as they learn the true meaning of being a witch. Number 4. Spirit Blade Mountain. Long ago, in the 9 provinces of Kyushu, a calamitous event was prophesied to take place. Falling comets would exhaust the spiritual energies of both the heavens and the lands and thus bring about an age of chaos upon the world. But contrary to the prophecy, the comets passed by with no calamity taking place. At the same time, as if touched by the phenomenon, a boy was born in a remote village of the Soke region by the name of Oriku. 12 years later, as the memories of the event have faded from people's minds, the Reikenzen clan, one of the 5 supreme sects of the 9 provinces, decides to hold an examination in order to gather the most talented individuals fit to become disciples and eventually sages. Hearing about this news, Oriku and his servant Ouchu head toward the site, unaware that the organizer, Oubu, despite her elegant appearance, is infamous for being extremely irresponsible and carefree, hence making the trials and the examination unpredictable. Number 3. Tokyo Ravens. Onmyudu magic was once a powerful technique used by the Japanese during the Second World War in order for them to gain the upper hand and establish their nation as a formidable force. But Japan was quickly defeated after the revered Onmyuchi Yaku Tsuchimikado caused the Great Spiritual Disaster, an event which plagues Tokyo to this very day. As a result of this mishap, the Onmyo Agency was established in order to exorcise further spiritual disasters and combat the demons that would make their way into the world. Now, Onmyudu has become far more modern, simplified, and refined for use in a wide variety of applications, such as medicine and technology. However, not everyone is able to utilize the magic, as is the case with Harutora, a member of the Tsuchimikado's branch family. Despite an old promise to protect Natsume, the heir of the Tsuchimikado's main family and Yaku's supposed reincarnation, as her familiar, Harutora has no talent and chooses to live a normal life instead. But when a prominent member of the Onmyo Agency attempts to recreate the same experiment which led to Japan's downfall, he decides to make good on his word and fight by Natsume's side. Number 2. Wise Man's Grandchild. In the kingdom of Earlshide, Merlin Walford was once regarded as a national hero, hailed for both his power and achievements. Preferring a quiet life, however, he secludes himself deep in the rural woods, dedicating his time to raising an orphan that he saved. This orphan is Shin, a normal salaryman in modern-day Japan who was reincarnated into Merlin's world while still retaining his past memories. As the years pass, Shin displays unparalleled talent in both magic casting and martial arts, much to Merlin's constant amazement. On his 15th birthday, however, it becomes apparent that Shin only developed his combat skills and nothing else, leaving him with blatant social awkwardness, a lack of common sense, and a middling sense of responsibility. As a result, Shin enrolls in the kingdom's magic academy to hone his skills and mature among other teenagers. However, living a normal life is impossible, as he is established as a local celebrity almost as soon as he arrives. This anime follows Shin Waldorf's high school life in the capital as he makes new friends, learns about the world, and fights off the various forces of evil surrounding him and his city. Number 1. Trinity 7. One day, the bright red sun stopped shining, causing the breakdown phenomenon, the destruction of Arata Kasuga's town, and the disappearance of the people inhabiting it. All, however, is not yet lost. By utilizing the magical grimoire given to him by his childhood friend and cousin, Hijiri Kasuga, Arata's world gets artificially reconstructed. In order to investigate the phenomenon, Lilith Asami appears before Arata, whose artificial world suddenly disintegrates. He is given two choices: hand over the book or die. However, Arata chooses a third option, enrolling in the top secret magic school, Royal Biblia Academy, where 6 other magical users await him. Together with Lilith, these 6 form the Trinity 7, the elite of the school who each bolster their own power and skill.